she didn't just win. She dominated. Amanda Lawrence, first place at Powerlifting America Nationals 2025. 635 kilos total in the 84 kilograms category. That's power, that's precision, that's Amanda.
Took an injury in prep for this event, abductor injury. Could have pulled out. Said she wanted to be here.
Just to correct myself there, actually the junior world squat record still belongs to Amanda. And here she is now.
Yeah, that'd be a tough one to beat.
Yeah. Like you said, we can still see some huge numbers from Amanda today. Not going to be pushing that top end, I wouldn't imagine. She doesn't need to, but still so impressive, even when she's capping herself.
It's appreciative when somebody Amanda's caliber, who definitely won't need a total here to stay on Team USA, shows up in respect for the event and respect for the crowd and people who are here. 3 white lights.
Yeah, like you said, it shows a lot of respect for her competitors.
Crowd cheers as the reigning world champion takes to the platform. When you hear that name come out of those speakers, the crowd's going to respond.
Even if she's not pushing out her top numbers, she's taking it as seriously as she would be if she was.
Yeah, I mean, even for Amanda Lawrence, 235, this is work.
Not too much work though.
Well, it was still work though, and I'm paying attention to how she leaves the platform. Keep in mind, she did have an abductor injury, and that is
To go as much as she can, push herself.
Whoa, yeah, look at you come in here saying, look, we're just gonna take it easy. We got worlds coming around, coming off an injury. I just want to show up. And you smell the chalk in the back, the crowd's out there chanting your name, and all of a sudden, you're loading up 242.5.
It's very easy to plan for an easy day and not to tell your coach to load it up. I think you can feel the intensity on the platform.
Locks in tight. Whoa, and Amanda is so strong.
Yeah, it's work, but it's a good lift, and I think she'll be happy coming off of an injury, being able to still post 242.5.
You know what, for a day that she's obviously not on top condition, not quite as much as we thought.
Yeah, and we know Amanda doesn't like to be beaten, and in total, no one really usually comes close, but 284s are opening bench after her, and maybe that's something that she wants to contend with.
She wants to win every single battle. If the bench battle they want, then that's what she's going to give these ladies.
Of course, her injury wouldn't have affected too badly her bench press.
That's true as well. It was an abductor injury.
Yeah, very comfortable opener for Amanda. 3 white lights, a good lift.
In just the second round.
Yeah, a lot of progress, I suppose, that we've seen. And like I said before, I imagine feeling pressed from a couple other lifters in her flight for the first time in a while.
In the bench press event, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course, in the bench press. For a second there, I thought she was going to close grip the 132. It's a little tougher, but as to be expected. And
so let me ask you, is it a 2.5 kilo jump to match her previous personal best, or do you think she's going to go for a PR? This would be the one.
really hyping herself up. This, like you said, a PR for Amanda. Attempting it just a few weeks before Open Worlds. And in terms of her total, she doesn't need to do this. She wants to. That's enough.
And to be honest, she doesn't need to be here, but she wants to. And I respect that. Oh!
Wow.
And Amanda Lawrence collects herself a PR on the bench press.
I've got to say,
Put her at a 610 kilo total.
yeah, and Amanda, as expected, not really in danger of having to look behind her. Has a deadlift PR and world record of 269. So near 40 kilos more than this.
Not entirely sure she baby powdered her legs. This will be a leisure opener for her then. Wow.
Yeah, and it is. And being 40 kilos below her personal best, you'd expect that to be
35.
her PR total. World record at 6:47.
I'm going to be honest. To be this close to her overall best.
It bodes well for Germany in a few weeks' time for sure.
Clearly, she's in decent enough conditioning. She's got time to improve upon this as well. Yeah, she's full on talking to herself here. She's definitely taking this seriously, hyping herself up. A little slow at the top, but it moves relatively nice.
And it is a good lift, 318. Yeah, it definitely slowed down. It's a lot of weight, and I think after seeing Meg Scanlon's performance earlier in the week, she wanted to. Yeah, and with 10 weeks to go until Germany, 267.5, 1.5 kilos off of her deadlift world record, half a kilo over her total world record. Already your national champion, going to Germany in 10 weeks' time.
The crowd is chanting her name and on their feet. Can the young lion roar one more time for us before we close the show on the women's?
She gets it going.
Just at the knees, but you know what? Hats off to Amanda Lawrence. I mean, as soon as she's eligible for the Hall of Fame, believe she's going in it. Came to Powerlifting America, wanted to have a little bit of fun, and you know what's fun? Unofficial world records. She loaded up, put on a hell of a show, and we appreciate her participation. Don't want to belabor the point. She did not have to come here to